What's going on, everyone? Today I am doing final assembly on this 16 Ram 5.7 Hemi with the MDS multi-displacement system engine. This one had a failed camshaft and multiple failed lifters, really common on these engines. I am not deleting it, I'm just putting OEM parts back in it. This is a new camshaft, which there is a core on. Right now I'm installing some Lucas oil assembly lube on it. It's really tacky and sticky. So get that all coated on all the journals and the lobes. And this engine, I already have it prepped for final assembly. I'll just slide this camshaft in, making sure to not damage any of the bearings. Get it in there and then rotate it until it sits flush. And then there's it's like a retaining or a thrust plate that goes on next. And this sits between the camshaft and the camshaft phaser. So on this engine, it has the computer can control the valve timing on it. We'll get this plate torqued down. I'm going to use 3 torque wrenches on this, 1/4 inch, 3/8, and a 1/2 inch. That little 1/4 inch torque wrench comes in handy a lot of times. And the bolt I got in there, the installer, was just it's a long reach crankshaft installer, so it worked good on this application. And that tool there is a wedge I have from a 5.4 liter. It works good there. I wedged it underneath the crankshaft sprocket to make sure the chain didn't fall down. Otherwise, to see the marks, you got to pull the oil pan, pickup tube, and the oil pump. So I went ahead and just marked it, then rotated it back over to my mark, re-wedged it, and then reinstalled the cam phaser. And that just slides in and it indexes into the pin on the camshaft. Then we're going to install a new bolt. Pull the wedge tool, torque this bolt down. And the only way I found out really to do it without damaging the sprocket was to just wedge a screwdriver in there between the engine casting and one of the teeth on the sprocket, and that worked good to torque it down, because I think it's like 85 foot-pounds. And I'm just going to install some more of that assembly lube on the chain just because, and get it rotated back over to my marks, make sure everything looks good. Then reinstall the dowel pins. I pulled these out and then I block sanded these decks with 320 grit sandpaper, and there's still a little bit of rust pitting. And I'm using a microfiber with some brake clean for the final wipe down before installing the head gaskets. Next we'll put the lifters in, and they're labeled front and back. This is a front yoke, and the yoke is the plastic device there, the holder, and it holds 2 standard lifters and 2 MDS lifters. And there's another front yoke, it's labeled. That'll go on the front on the other side. And this engine has cylinders 1, 3, 5, 7 on the driver's side and 2, 4, 6, 8 on the passenger. And so the MDS cylinders are, I believe it's 1 and 7. Or I'll have to look at that later in this video. And then 4 and 6. We'll tighten these yokes down. The reason you have to pull the cylinder heads off is to get to these lifters. Next, we'll install some new cylinder head gaskets, and these are marked top left and top right, so they are not interchangeable. Get those on the dowels and push it down. And these are multi-layer gaskets. I'm going to give these cylinder heads a final wipe down. Now these I also block sanded with 320 grit, and the driver's side's already been off before for a repair. I don't know what was done before. They had some tool marks on it, but they cleaned up pretty good. Otherwise, you got to send them out to a machine shop and have them resurfaced. So I'm being careful here not to drag the cylinder head and get it located and pushed down straight. And get this bank 1 head cleaned up, installed. Next, we're going to install some new cylinder head bolts. It says you can reuse these. These bolts are torqued in a 3-step sequence, with the 3rd step is 90 degrees. Run all these bolts in. Just lightly snugging. And then there's bolts that are on the inside or the valley side, smaller bolts. Install those. Now we can start the torque sequence. And they want you to start in the center bolts and then work your way outwards. Now this is the first time I've ever been this far into Hemi. So this is my first one going this deep into one. So I went ahead and just pulled the entire front of the truck off, and then you can get right in there. Allows for a better quality job, and when you're hunched over this thing for for a day and a half or 2 days. It really wears in your body. So if you pull it all off, you can just get right in there. You can just stand up right to it or sit on a stool. Yeah, it makes it really nice to do a job like this. When I do the cam phasers on Fords, I do the same thing. So there we're doing the third step, and we're torquing these to 90 degrees, starting on the center and working out. And then doing the final pass on those smaller bolts. Next up is some push rods. The intake push rods on this engine are shorter than the exhaust. And these are new push rods from the dealer, and they have blue paint on them, and then the exhausts have yellow paint. And they're kind of tricky to get in there. They're kind of hard to see. And you got to make sure these are all lined up good and they're positively seated down on the lifters and in the rockers, or they'll pop off and then you'll have to pull the valve covers off and redo all that. And then now we're going to put the rocker arms on, and these are a pain in the butt. You'll kind of index and sequence it so the rockers are on top of the valves. And then get the bolt started, and then get all those push rods in. And on these, you need to work them down equally. And here I've got a mirror, making sure all the push rods are down there centered in the lifters. And then we'll work this down by hand. Just going slow, working back and forth until it's bottomed out. And then just repeat that for the other 3 rocker assemblies. All right, here's the lifters and yoke assemblies in order. There's cylinder 1 is an MDS, and cylinder 7 is an MDS cylinder, and then cylinders 4 and 6. And they got pins, you'll see. That one, the pin is not. So that one's unlocked, that one's failed. That one you can see the pin. That one's locked, which it should be. That one's unlocked, so that one's failed. That one's locked, that one's locked. That one you can't see a pin. That one's unlocked, that one's failed. That one's failed. And then this one also had a roller on one of the conventional lifters on cylinder number 8. You can see it's different color, and it's taken out the camshaft lobe right there. I figured it would be on a MDS cylinder, but it's not on this particular one. All right, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone.